Welcome back to Open Line. It's our Beyond the News night. We have Matthew Torres and Seena Sleem joining us tonight from our News Channel 5 family. Our chance to ask questions of them about their role as reporters, what they like, what they don't like, who they are outside the news when the camera's not on. What are your hobbies, by the way?
Just like it's
if you have time for hobbies.
I know.
I do love traveling too, so that's something we have in common. But sometimes it's so funny. There's so many fur mamas out there, and you know when you're just so obsessed
Wait,
with
what's
your
a fur mama?
Like, you know when you have a fur
pet?
baby?
Oh,
I'm the
I
fur
don't have a
mama.
pet. That's
See, I was gonna say, but there's so many out there.
Yes.
So when people ask me what my hobbies are, I'm like, I like hanging out with my
You're
dog.
like, my dog is my
and sometimes
hobby.
I'm like, is that really sad? But then I realize how many people are like me.
Yes.
Your dog becomes your life.
Well, it's a family
I love
member.
hiking with my dog. That's
I love.
what I do.
I like dogs. I just don't want the responsibility of dogs right now. Right now,
Okay.
I'll just say that just to keep myself.
No,
clear.
I get that.
Are you an animal person in general, like a cat or
They're more
a
independent.
fish?
Sure.
You don't seem very committed to this
No.
idea.
So growing, I just never grew up with pets or animals, and
Are you
I've
an
always.
only child?
No, I'm the middle of 5.
Oh, wow.
So I've had enough
That's
animals
very
in one
nice.
house.
Enough beings around
Exactly,
me.
and so my parents lied to me saying they were allergic to dogs and cats. Lo and behold, my sister just randomly decided to get a cat once. And
they were like,
and the
okay.
cat is still in my mom's bedroom. I was like, I thought you were allergic to pets all this time.
Hilarious.
So I've always just grown around the city, and just they didn't want to take care of pets, so it kind of just transferred. I love dogs, I love cats. I just don't
want to own one.
I just don't want to own one
That's
right
like
now.
me and babies.
That's very
I
fair.
love babies.
Exactly.
I don't
Look,
want
I can't even take care of myself properly, so I got to make sure.
We can't even figure out how to eat, apparently.
Exactly. I love to travel. I love to find new restaurants.
Do you have
and
a favorite in town?
That's tough. I can't. That's too tough.
It's like, you know, asking a
It
parent to name their
depends on
favorite
like
child.
what kind of food as well.
Okay, if you want a good burger.
Ooh, that's a good question. I love me some pharmacy burger.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah, you have
I
to.
went there.
Did you like it?
Yes, I got to check
And
box from me.
actually, people who know me know I could eat tacos every day. I'm a
Okay,
taco person.
So where's the place that we go to for tacos?
It just depends. If I just want like a quick kind of like just
too deep into
delicious
this
taco. Believe me, I love tacos.
I can tell.
I love tacos. Believe it or not, I'm obsessed with Edley's tacos.
Edley's? That's a barbecue place.
I know, but it's good. It's really good.
Rory loves it for barbecue, so.
I love barbecue, and being from Texas,
Yes,
we got to
you
know our
have- yes.
barbecue, and that's the smoke.
So I'm gonna put
And
it
it's
on my
not
list.
far from where I live.
I mean, what do you put? What meat are you having? Are you having brisket? Or are you having what?
So this is even worse. They're shrimp tacos.
I'm so confused.
It's so good.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
No,
I'm gonna try it.
I love it. I love tacos. I miss breakfast tacos coming from Texas. That's what I miss the most, breakfast tacos. But from Texas, I love the kolaches at Yeast in East Nashville.
Oh, okay.
You know kolaches?
Yeah, I never had one.
So
in
kolaches
Texas.
is like the fancy version of pig in a blanket,
Right.
but it's a
Oh.
Czech style food, you know,
Yes.
from Central Texas, and it's just hot dog and just, I don't know what it's
In Houston,
pastry.
we just called those pigs in a blanket.
Yeah.
We weren't as fancy as you Dallas folks.
Hey, this was more close to Austin.
That's how you know
area.
I'm so not Southern, because I just thought they were called like mini hot dogs.
No. We'll make sure to get you some.
know,
Yeah.
And I
pigs in a
love
blanket.
coffee, I love lattes. I was an art kid, so maybe that was something. I try to draw every once in a while still.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So if you weren't doing this job, if you weren't a reporter, a journalist, what would you be doing?
Ooh, that's hard. I know growing up, I really, really wanted to be either an actress or a teacher. And I had literally like 30 imaginary friends because I would like pretend to be like teaching them,
Right.
you know, pretending to be writing on the drawers. My mom was not happy with that. But I was like pretending to teach a classroom. But now, like as I got older, I always knew I wanted to be a reporter. So I don't know, that's hard.
See, I admire the people, like there are some people as well who wanted to do it when they were kids. Like I stumbled upon reporting in high school just because I needed it as an elective course.
Oh my goodness.
And then I just
interesting.
realized it
You
kind of
loved
dawned in my head. I remember it was my first report was about the power lifting team. And so, and I remember thinking people get paid to interview people and
Like, I could
ask
do
questions.
that.
I was like, I like that. But I went to school for fine arts initially before I decided to do journalism because my dad asked me, what do you want to do with a fine arts degree because he was a fine arts major too. I was like, well, I just want to draw and have my own gallery. And then he
like,
says,
okay,
well, there's such thing as starving artists for a reason.
Right.
And so I kind of, in the back of my head, I've always wanted to do media.
So what does your dad do with a fine arts degree?
He's a graphics artist now.
Oh, nice.
He's the only person who I truly know that stuck with what he went to college for all this time. So growing up, for me, I used to just create games. I would create like my own board game and my own like card games. Like I was the master at construction paper. I knew glue. I was good at creating, and to be honest, I wanted to do something like with magazines, art directing, if that was something I didn't do regarding news.
Very interesting. William's back on the line. We're going to see if we can sneak him in for another question. William, go ahead. It's got to be a quick one.
Yes, ma'am. I'll make this real quick. I was just wondering if y'all had any kind of contingencies in place, like standard. I'm former military, and I just wanted to see if our freedom of press would be protected in the event of a crisis, like a civil unrest or, an attack or anything like that. Because a lot of us are concerned about that these days. Just want to see if our news will be protected.
All right, that's a good question. That's a very deep thought question there. I mean, I would say, just from a local's perspective, and that's what we're concerned with here at News Channel 5, we do have contingencies in place. I think there was a couple of situations last year where we were worried about what would happen. I don't know if it was the president coming in town or something else, but there were things put into place to make sure our reporters stayed safe, our crew stayed safe, if there were any disturbances downtown or where we were headed, because we are committed to telling the story of what is happening here in the Mid-State. And we're going to make that happen. I mean, we're going to use our resources to make it happen. And we luckily have managers who are always thinking 10 steps ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as far as freedom of the press, we have people here no matter what. That's what I love about journalism. People are devoted to their craft, that regardless of what happens, striving for the truth, digging for the truth, exposing and getting people's side of the story, regardless. I mean, I think sometimes we look at it, we're such, vigilantes when it comes to just even our safety and security, but it's something that we also have to think about.
Absolutely. By the way, congratulations on your Emmy nominations.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you very much. You know what? I'm most proud of your writing nomination for you. I thought you would be.
Me too. And I joined a great group of people. We have Jason Lamb, Chris Connie, just from our station. And
yes,
then even
in that you're competing against each other in this category. It makes me sad because you should all win.
guys had to nominate yourselves. You guys have won already. Let me have the chance.
It's going to be a very, very tough category. And I know you're an Emmy winner as well.
Yes. I was talking about the shooting earlier. That's what I got my Emmy for, the community college shooting back in Oregon.
Sometimes I feel like it's very sad that some of our best work comes from the most tragic circumstances, but that's what we do. That's what we do. We try to tell good stories even when it's hard. We have to take another break. We'll be right back after this.